team would have been much better off to take the touchback. And determination there to find his way up to the 23. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Dave, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Makes it down on the right. Off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purdue.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. A dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone.
Watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical. That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He fouled halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Give to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throws it out in space. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball over.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45.
Keep it moving.
He's looking downfield to throw. Here's the hit. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
This guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself.
can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Burke. End zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nippy little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
Direct snap. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Here comes the option. Find some fresh air. A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Purdue! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way to do. If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer won't need to play.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Gets it to him on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They dial up on second and a long way to go. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Right back up top on second and 10. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
It'll be third and long. Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. He'll work his way down to the 28.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on first down from the 28. Tight in now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, and watch out. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Buying some time. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get him under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration. Stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Boilermaker! The offense cashing it in on that drive. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little space. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive, Russ. First down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your ball.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Setting up the screen. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hines on the move. Got his man downfield. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Absolutely perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for it.
Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Under fire. He's going to run it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
There we go. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
He might want another play. Going to try to get it himself. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The snap sets up the throw. Almost. And the completion just missed it.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for the team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stay. Lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Makes the catch. It's Burke. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and 1. Going to try to put one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here we go. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And this one is perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. From the gun, the ground game. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. This offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He'll pull it on the read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Try to get it to the edge. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try the run. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Oh, they're after him. Takes an easy one to the back. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wibbles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Steps away to find some room. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He'll set up the throw. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the back. They want that clock to run. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and complete the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. To the ground with the back. Finding an escape route. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Snap to the back. Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the ball, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
Off to the outside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. With the clock running, this should be the final play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these